My name is Preacher Moss. Islamic name is Shamsuddin Abdulmalik Al-Ghaffar. For the FBI that will be receiving this tape. And originally from Washington, D.C., one of the three remaining members of the Petworth crew off of 7th and Kennedy. And been Muslim for about 20 years now, so I think I'm going to stick with it for people that want to know. Because people treat you like when you convert, they treat you like you're a Muslim POW, When did you convert? How long you been Muslim? Do you like it? When did you convert? Oh man, 88. How long? About 20 years. You like it? Now I'm gonna quit tomorrow, man. I can't. I need a weenie link and a weenie link and a Budweiser L. Christian family. Everything's lovely that way. Wife is Indian. She's half Indian, half crazy. There's a lot of that going around from what I hear. And I need to astaghfirullah myself. Look, astaghfirullah squared. That's when you say it twice.
They had said that Lisbon would tear up that pretty face of yours. But Allah and myself said no, though.
I don't think I would have come to where I am now in my Islamic development if I didn't know about Elijah Muhammad. And I know he gets a lot of slack, but historically there's an imperative that you can't overlook. They were conscientious objectors back in the 30s and 20s. I mean, they were for standing up, going, "We're Muslim, we're not going to take part in this war." And history divides us because they don't want you to know that this is what was going on, that they were saying, Allah is God, and and it's some variations on it, but let's just be honest. Until the Sunni influence came, there wasn't anything out there. There wasn't people telling black folks, clean yourself up, get off the drugs, stand up for yourself, confront this white oppression. And even Islam, when it came, didn't inspire us. I mean, African Americans took Islam as a protest religion, just like they did with Christianity and other religions. Methodists, stuff like that. They made it a protest religion because it was integrated into not just how we raise up, but our relationship with God and the environment that we were living in, which is a very important concept. And there was Elijah Muhammad, and then there was a Malcolm X. And then there was a Malcolm X that went to Hajj and kind of brought it all, he brought that history back. And some people were threatened by it, some people weren't. And history won't show you that, Elijah Muhammad sent his sons to Egypt to study Islam. When he died, it said that he died Sunni. Because I can't blame this brother for not having the information. You can only deal with what, somebody gives you a manual for a helicopter and you got automobile parts. I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna build a helicopter. You're gonna make the best best engine that you can at that time. And that's the way I kind of see Nation of Islam. That was the first time I really heard Islam. I was somewhat recruited by the Nation Brothers back in the day. I was what they call a hustler. I was a slick kid, but I was still trying to go to school, get my books down. I was an athlete. I was one of those fringe kids. I guess I was probably the worst kid. It's the guy that could pull a crime off and not get caught, which I think is the worst scenario you could have in that type of setup. But what I found was, as I got into college, a certain lifestyle began to dissipate, and you began to look very much at what your environment is and what your environment is going to be for the next 5, 10, 15 years, and are you comfortable with that? I rarely tell people that when I was 19, I mean, a lot of my reckless behavior and stuff like that, and it was a battle with Islam. Now, I'm not going to tell you, I took my shahada, came out of the masjid and saw a burning bush. No, I mean, there's, you had to separate yourselves from things, the women, the alcohol, things like that, or at least the women, and learning to interact with women in a righteous way. You know, you grew up a certain way. You don't kill those appetites right away. Or, you know, if you think you do, then you're going to kill yourself. That's what's going to happen. And what I found was that progression really led me to things. I mean, even how I looked at my own life. I mean, for the things I saw when I was 16 and 15, it's not funny. I mean, it was a lot of it was violent. And this is outside the fact that I felt like I had an outstanding family support system. When you step outside of the house, it's like the mosque. You got a great support system in the mosque, but when you get out there, it's you. You know what I mean? You're dealing with every battle. And what I found was my thought process needed to be changed. I mean, I literally didn't plan for my life beyond the age of 27. Literally. And that was even when I was Muslim. I thought the life I led and the life I was dealing with, 27 be it. Meaning, you know, literally like someone would walk up and bap, bap, you know, shoot me or whatever. I didn't plan to be living after 27. And it came around the time I had taken Shahada, but was really battling with comedy, how I saw myself, my family. And I remember vividly when my birthday, I just turned 28, and I realized I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a plan beyond 27, and that's when I really looked at my Quran, and I said, Alhamdulillah, somebody had a plan. And that was the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. You know, even when you don't have a plan, Allah in His gracious mercy has allowed you a plan if you bother to look at it. And I had to go back and fix things. That's what I found was